Hello and welcome to a video about the Petzl Actik Core. It's 450 lumens, a hybrid headlamp and absolutely fantastic. Let's dive into how I used it for ultra running. So hello and welcome to an Active Ideas video on the Actik Core. This is the 450 lumen edition. This is an older model, but I highly recommend you get it. Two reasons. This is the 450 lumens. There is the 600 lumens that I can see you can buy now, but this actually has an extra hour of battery life in that kind of standard mode. So the mode that you're going to be using most often, standard mode in 100 lumens, is going to give you 8 hours on this torch, whereas on the 600 lumens edition, it's only going to give you 7 hours. So if you're into your ultra running, which is what I've been testing this for on my channel, every hour counts. And what I do find is the max power 450 lumens, you're only going to get 2 hours anyway. So in terms of me being able to see, 100 lumens is just enough to get by, and I really do need as much duration in terms of battery life that I can get. The Actik Core edition means that it comes with the Core hybrid battery. That means that you can add the hybrid Core battery and it will work. But once you've run out of battery, you can literally just pop 3 AA batteries in and yeah, keep your experience going longer. I like that because I was able, on the spine run where I ran nearly 300 miles, I was able to use batteries for like the first kind of 6 or 7 hours, for example, and then once the batteries has died, get out my rechargeable pack and put them in there and kind of save a bit of weight and just manage my battery systems really well with this torch. So we're going to dive into it. Let's go. So when you buy the Actik Core edition, it comes like this. You can see that it's made for runners, cyclists and rock climbers, or this guy's got an ice axe. You've got the USB rechargeable on the front, 450 lumens. And on the back, we've got here that the max burn time, which is 6 lumens, will last 130 hours, which is insane. I found this really good when I went camping with friends. 6 lumens is a good balance between you being able to just about see where you can go without attracting hornets, which I was struggling with on my camping trip. We've got the standard mode, which is what I've been using the headlamp in mostly, which is 100 lumens. And yeah, that's going to give you 45 meters of distance for 8 hours. Again, whilst you do get an extra hour of battery life with this kind of older, cheaper, it's a bargain model, you do get less kind of distance. So this is 45 meters that it's going to give you in terms of the path it's lighting up for you, whereas with the 600 lumen version, I believe you're going to get about 65 meters around that ballpark area, so an extra 20 additional meters of visibility. You can see that once the torch goes into reserve mode, you will get an extra 2 hours of reserve battery. On the max power, you'll get 450 lumens, which is more than enough. You don't need more than this, and it is so bright. Like, when I go out with people who don't have head torches, they just use those kind of Avengers lights. 450 lumens is stupidly bright compared to those, and more than good enough for the mountains. But like I say, that's heavily going to affect battery life. So you're talking about 2 hours now, and yeah, only 90 meters of kind of distance that you can see. But that definitely come into play when I had to kind of check on the spine race and see, I'm on a field, there is a ball approaching me, which is very angry. Where is that gate or the stile that I have to climb over? Oh, it's over there. And then click it back onto the kind of standard mode. So it's really good for sightseeing. You can also see on the back here, it's just showing you that you can use the Core rechargeable battery or 3 AAAs. So let's get into it. Once you've opened it up, you've got the torch here, which is my tried and tested torch that I've sneakily put back into the box for you guys. And you can just untangle it. So sliding this aside, you're also going to get a USB. This is the micro USB, which is the old style. And this will connect into, if I just pull this out, this Core battery here. So you might be asking, why do you even need this rechargeable battery? Why don't you just use AAAs? Well, obviously, eco-friendly, you are recharging. But more importantly for me, when I was on the spine race, was this weighs less than 3 AAA batteries. So if you're trying to save weight and it's really compact and small and you don't have to worry about finding 3 separate batteries and you might lose one, it's compact, lightweight, and it's really quickly to charge up. It also has a light on the front so you can see if it's charging or fully charged. And the good thing about these batteries is this is actually my second one. So inside the Core already, I do have a battery there, spare battery just in case, and you can chuck AAAs into your backpack if you need them. So we're just going to dive into the video now. So yeah, this is the Actik Core. And yeah, I mean, this has been out for about 3 years, maybe even more now, but there are some great deals on it and it's definitely worth buying. If you can find it secondhand, I bought this for 20 quid. It's really cheap, really reliable, and yeah, arguably better than some of the more expensive Petzl torches, which have kind of failed on me. This hasn't let me down yet. You have the button on the top here to turn it on, so you can click it once, click it again for brighter mode, and then click it the third time for that max power output. So this is 450 lumens. If you hold down the top button, it'll go into red mode. So you've got this cool camping mode. Again, if you want to keep away from those hornets at your camping site, not wake people up if you're kind of sneaking around the camping area, or just trying to protect your night vision, you have got the red light, and it's not a bright red light. Some red lights can be a bit intense. This one's good. Again, holding down to get back into the light mode. 6 lumens, 100 lumens, 450 is quite literally blinding for my camera. We're just going to dive into some test footage of me using this torch outside at night now, and hopefully you enjoy. So here Michaela's running with the head torch off, and we're going to do the same trail so you can see the difference. Here we've got the 6 lumen mode, and you can see, although we can see the head torch is on, it's not really offering much for Michaela in terms of what she can see. And we've got the next mode here. This is the 100 lumens, the standard mode. And remember, you're going to get 8 hours of battery life. So this is fantastic, more than enough. But if you really need to sightsee, here we've got the 450 lumens. And you can see how much this is lighting up now. If you remember in the first clip, it was pitch black. So you really are seeing all of the trail now. And for those more technical terrains, this is the sightseeing mode you're going to want. Here I'm just showing you a point of view perspective of what it might look like to you guys. This is the 6 lumen mode. This is the 100 lumen mode, which is very bright. I will show you another perspective in a second. And this is the 450. So we're kind of facing a tree now. If I just turn it off, we're gonna go into 6 lumen mode. You still can't see the tree, but the torch is on. We're gonna go into 100 lumen mode, and you can just about see the outline of a tree. So, and the last one, 450 lumen mode. So when you've got that on, obviously you can see the tree and the path quite well. So when you're running, obviously that's going to offer you a lot to be able to focus on, and a lot of distance. So you can also see this headband here. This headband isn't cushioned like the Swift is, for example, but what I have liked is the durability. So I have really put this thing through its paces, and if you look at the side, there is some kind of bearing going on, just a little bit on the edges, but I have worn this an unbelievable amount of hours, and the band is still stretchy, it's still comfortable, and it is still looking in very good condition. Whereas on my Swift, which cost me almost 4 times the price as this torch, is a little bit more comfortable, but it's almost falling apart after not much use. So I do prefer the more simplistic design that you can rely on. It is still very comfortable. It's a very lightweight torch, so when it's on your head, to be honest, whether it's cushioned or not, sometimes if I've got the headlight on, it's usually winter and dark anyway, so I've got like a headband on or a hat, and it's not even on my skin anyway. You've got these really quick adjustable things, so you can pull from the side here to adjust it, and then you can grab the buckle and the other side and pull to make it bigger. So adjustments of this torch during a run are really quick. Pop it on, grab the bat and pull it tight, and it's not going anywhere. You also have this pivot at the front, which gives you a good range of kind of down at your feet and up directly straight. I do wish it pivoted just a little bit more towards the ground, because although you should run and look towards where you're going when it's really dark, and if you're moving slowly, I like to just kind of look down at my feet and kind of zone out a little bit. So a bit more angle would be nice. As you can imagine, if this is on your forehead, there's not many degrees that you can play with here. It's kind of a small range, but just enough to get by. In terms of opening to swap out the batteries, you literally grab this little tassel here. It just pokes out just a little bit. You grab it and you can open it up. And what I like is, even though it's open, you can still have the battery working, and also you can access that charging point really easy. So I can't really be asked to take the batteries out. I just open it up as it is now, stick the USB in, and then you're kind of good to go. You will see if we take the battery out, it has got this small indentation here where you can just get a nail in to lift it out. You can see it's going to show you the plus and minus signs of where to put those 3 AA batteries, and it helps you align the hybrid battery as well and know which way to do it, plus and minus. So thank you for watching this quick video on the Petzl Actik 450 lumen core head torch. Got there in the end. Yeah, it's a really good torch. It does have that water resistance, so I've took this running out in really heavy windy storms with lightning and rain, and it's never let me down. There's a good water seal in it. The battery life, as I said, I've been using this predominantly in standard mode, the 100 lumens, just enough to get you by if you're moving at a moderate pace, and yeah, you're going to get 8 hours of battery life. So that is industry leading in terms of it being 3 AAA batteries or the core kind of rechargeable battery. Really good battery life. I do like that it does offer you that kind of 6 lumen mode. I like that it offers you also the camping night vision mode, and it's really easy to click through these different settings with that big top button at the top here. And again, if you've got gloves on, if you're in the spine race like how I've tested this, you need to quickly access those modes. You're not going to miss, are you? You've got massive kind of option here, 2 finger wide, to make sure you click that button right. I've just found out we've got a little flashing mode as well. Whilst it's really easy to find where this button is, it's very specific inside where the actual thing is. So if I push quite hard to the left here, nothing's going to happen. And if I push quite hard to the right, nothing's going to happen. The actual physical button is dead center in the middle. And I have found it can be a little bit hard in gloves when you've got this on your head. You go to find the button, yep, I found that rubber at the top. You go to click it down and it's just not working because you're not in the center of the torch. So the only issue is it's lovely to have this big button, great for gloves, but you do still have to find where that actual button is. It'd be nice if that future version that I haven't tested yet does have a bigger button. I'll let you know. Maybe if someone has that torch, they can let me know in the comments. Really useful for our viewers. And I like how easy it is to open up battery compartment. It clicks shut very easily as well. There's no kind of qualms there of getting batteries out and replacing. It's really quick. And to recharge it is quick and easy. The headband is comfortable and easy and quick to adjust. The adjustment is good, and some head torches you'll find when you kind of run, they just flop down and the hinge isn't strong enough. This has got a very strong hinge. Me personally, I would like a little bit more kind of angle just to get a little bit closer to the ground. But for most people, this is going to be spot on. And more importantly, that strong hinge is not going to let you down or fail as well. And apart from that, again, it's the old USB style, which is fine, but you can buy as many of these core batteries as you want. I've got 2, which has been enough to get me through the spine race. That was 6 days of running. I will start off with 6 AAA batteries, and I'd use those to get through the night. I'm gonna keep one of these in my running pack just as a backup. When I got to a kit check, I would chuck the used battery into the bag, grab out another one, put that back into my running pack, grab another 6 AAA batteries, and that'd be good to go again. With genuinely no kind of stress that I was going to run into any issues. Yeah, they're my thoughts and feelings. Should you get it? Absolutely. Try and find it on eBay or kind of Gumtree, whatever you use to get secondhand stuff. Facebook Marketplace maybe. I bought this off Amazon. It's still on Amazon for really cheap. I got it for £20. And this is performing much better than that. It's well worth the spend. It introduces you into the core system, and if you do start collecting a lot of these batteries, once you get maybe an ICO core, you'll still have loads of batteries and a new head torch. So it's getting you into a cool little ecosystem. If you ever upgrade to a bigger headlamp that you do require that more kind of power, you can use this as like a backup. Chuck it in your bag, forget about it. It's light enough to use as a backup. But yeah, I hope my positivity for this torch come through. Generally has got me through so many sticky situations. I wouldn't have completed the spine race without it, and I highly recommend it, and that's all I can really say about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and peace out.
So thanks for watching. You know the drill. Like, comment and subscribe if you can. My slogan, dreams are a step away. And remember, show compassion, show esteem, and have fun out there. Peace out.